video is another video reviewing a product, and this product that I'm going to review today is the Shade Light palette from Kat Von D. If you're interested in learning a little bit about what my thoughts are on this palette, and if you're thinking about purchasing it but you're still unsure, keep on watching. This is the video for you. So I love Kat Von D. She's one of my favorite people that make makeup of all time. I've been purchasing her palettes left and right ever since I discovered her, and I have been very happy with all of the different products that I've purchased. So this palette was really exciting to buy because I had not purchased a contour palette in the past, and yeah, and also that's something that's really in style right now. Every brand is like coming out with their own palettes, and it was really difficult and tricky to decide which one I was gonna take and which one I was gonna buy. But when I saw that she came out with a palette, then I was like, I have to have it. I love Kat Von D, so let me see what this is about and all that. So I purchased it, and as you can see, the packaging is like this. It has raised lettering with silver outline on it, and it's like glossy lettering against the matte background, which is really nice. And I love the silver detailing for her brand name. And in the back, as you can see, it has the names of all of the different shades of shadow, and it has, you know, like the darker shades are on the bottom and the light shades are on the top. And then in the inside, it does have a mirror. I'm not gonna flash you with it. I'll show you a little bit like that. And I like that it has like the filigree. It looks kind of like, it's really pretty. It has that little edge. Oh, really nice. I really enjoy that. And then over here are the 6 colors that the palette contains. And the top you have the highlighting colors, and on the bottom you have the contour colors, which are really nice. And they're all matte, and they have a substantial amount. Each of the pans has a lot of product, so I don't think that you'll be running out anytime soon. The colors that I usually use on my skin tone, which is like a caramel color, are the ones in the middle, because I feel like these are the most natural looking ones. And then sometimes I'll use this one as well. I use these for the most. This one is a little bit too dark for me. What I like to do with this color is, like, if I'm really gonna work on a contoured look where I want to seem a little bit more sharp or more edgy, then I'll add some of this towards like the inner corner, like the inner hollow of my cheek, a little bit extra, just to kind of do a little bit more of shading and drama and a bit more of depth when I'm doing my contouring. But I don't usually use this one as much because it makes me look muddy if I use it on its own. It's way too dark for my skin tone, so I don't use as much of this one. So yeah, that's like one of the down parts of this palette, is that this is way too dark. And then I really liked all of the highlighting colors. I would have preferred to have at least one that was a shimmer highlight color, because it would be a little bit more fun, like to play into from day to night, you know, like to kind of just change things up. So but these 3 are just like matte, so it's a little bit, you know, it was like a little bit of a downer when I saw that. And then also I feel like these 3 colors kind of show up the same tone on my skin tone. I'm not sure if you're a lighter skin tone, if they show up a little bit more different, but here for me they all look kind of the same, which is a little bit disappointing. But you know, like, it's a great palette. Like, if you want one palette, you're starting out your makeup collection and you're starting off with contour, this is going to give you 3 options, so you're going to get it right, because you can mix and match with them, and you can also like create your own perfect tone using 3 of these. Like, maybe using these 2, mix them together and get your perfect tone, or use these 2 and get your perfect tone, which is great. And yeah, and I like that the palette is very well sized. It fits nicely in your hand, and that the colors are very well pigmented, as are all of Kat Von D's products, which I've come to notice that they have a lot of pigmentation. They're very good. And also the consistency of these colors is super rich and buttery. They feel creamy to the touch, and they apply beautifully, like all of her products that I've purchased in the past do. And so yeah, so like I said, these are the 4 that I use the most. They look very natural, they look really nice, and I feel like they blend nicely into the makeup, into the skin, and they don't irritate the skin. They're very nice. So what I'm going to do now is do a couple of swatches for you so you guys can see. And I will also read off the names of these colors. levitation, lyric, and lucid. And on the bottom you have subconscious, shadow play, and somber. And that was a cute way to like name her different colors. So I'm gonna do some swatches. I'm gonna do the dark colors on this hand and the light colors on the other hand. So we'll start off with this one over here. Then I'm gonna move on to the middle color in the middle. And at the end, I will be using the dark color. So there they are. Not sure if they look really good in this lighting, but they're really, really well pigmented. That's why the dark one is too dark for me, because it's well pigmented. So now I'm gonna do the top 3 highlight shades on the other hand in the same order. As you can see that these colors are very similar on me. You can't tell that they are different tones. As you can see here on the palette, they look different. But on my skin, they do not look very different. So that was the only like downfall for this product for me, because you know, like I would have appreciated like a different shade, or you know, like something more fun to play with, at least something with glitter in it or some sort of sparkle. But this palette didn't offer that, which was very unfortunate, and that was a little bit depressing. But yeah, so overall I give this palette a 4 stars because it is very versatile. You can bring it with you in your purse, and you have both your contour shade and your highlight shade all together. And I like that it's very natural looking, so when you're wearing it, it looks very natural. It looks like your skin is already like that and you're not using makeup, which is really nice. Like I said again, the downside is that the price was a little bit up there. It was around $49 or $50, something like that, or $60. It was around that price range. I will leave the prices down below because I don't remember off the top of my head. But it was a little bit pricey, which, you know, although, you know, like it does compensate for the fact that it comes with 6 different colors, and like a similar, just the one color, one shade would be like around $30-$40. So I guess it does, you know, kind of compensate for that fact. But you know, like I would have appreciated something with something glittery, or you know, the dark color, you know, to be a little bit more versatile, because I'm sure that if you're a lighter skin tone, I don't know what use you could use it for. Maybe you could do it with your eyebrows or something like that, but it's pretty dark, so I'm not sure how everyone would be able to use that darker brown color here at the end, the one that's called somber. Not sure. So if you're a lighter shade person, then maybe it might be too dark for you, so maybe you could use it for your eyebrows, like I said, or as some sort of eyeshadow or something like that, because it is pretty dark. But I hope that these thoughts and that this review was very helpful to you if you're thinking of purchasing this palette, because you know, like I always like to see some YouTube videos before I go purchase anything, because like definitely it does give me some insight. And then when I'm actually at the store, even though I'm trying it out, like you already heard some first-hand experiences, and not like the person at the store, like at Sephora, you know, trying to sell it to you. So I hope that this was interesting to you, and that if you are thinking about purchasing it, I did answer some of your questions. If you have other questions, feel free to leave them down in the down below in the comments, so I can answer you, and I will read them promptly and let you know what my thoughts are. So as usual, I'm gonna give you guys a kiss, a hug, and see you guys next time. Bye. As usual, I want to give you guys a kiss, a hug, and see you guys next time. Bye.